What's up, everybody? Back to Creative Eye. And I guess we're going to have to call this Back at Home Theater Reactions.
Yeah.
This is out of the theater reaction, kind of, because we wanted a minute to kind of like think about how we felt. This is our reaction for Borderlands.
Boo.
To start off, to start this off, I'm going to say that we left like maybe an hour in.
Was it an hour in?
Or maybe, was it even an hour?
I don't think it even was an hour.
Oh man. I went in there with, let's start like this. When we saw the trailer, I was excited. Then hearing all the reviews come out in the last day or so kind of put my expectations low.
Right.
I was a Borderlands game player, so I did know about the games and the lore and so forth and so on. Not as much as some of my other friends that played it, but I did play basically almost all the games. You know, you wasn't a Borderland player, but you knew of the games, right?
And watched you.
Right. Yep. So we went into the theater, had our popcorn and our drinks and stuff like that. And even a friend who's also a big Borderlands player went to see it with us. And from the get-go, when it came on, I was like, oh, please, I hope it's good. Please, I hope it's good. Maybe it's just a little something that, maybe it's just really the diehard Borderlands fans were having problems with. And maybe it's still an okay movie, but, they change things here and there, blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. But starting off, it just didn't grab me, and it just bored the hell out of me. It was so boring, even with the actions. I mean, the only saving grace that I give it, as far as I'm concerned, was the visuals were okay. And even at times the visuals were kind of like, it looked fake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at times it looked good, but it wasn't consistent. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Nobody really fit their character except Tina, Tiny Tina. And even she got on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? And Kate Blanchett, who's a great actress. Yeah. I loved a lot of stuff she's in. She's a really great actress. Could not save the film. And I felt like even her acting was kind of bad. Yeah. Kevin Hart was bad. I didn't see him as Roland. It just, man, it was just it had potential. It had potential if they had a good story. It was written right. And I mean, even the editing was bad. Just the whole way it was done was just bad.
The whole movie was bad.
Yeah. We got so frustrated with it that we left. We haven't left movies. I left a movie before in a long time.
I remember the last time.
Right. You know what I mean? And even if a movie is so-so, or even if it's kind of bad, we've stayed through it. But this was just horrendous.
Yeah.
I just don't know what it was I know what it was. It just sucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I fell asleep 10 minutes in.
Right.
I mean, I was a little sleepy. It's, Saturday, the work week, a little bit tired. But, man, 10 minutes in, I had my hoodie on. I was a little chilly in the theater. Tried to, I was done.
Yeah, I mean, it was just...
Yeah, we contemplated. We were looking at each other shoot.
Yeah, what is going on?
You think we should leave? I mean,
it was just from everything, just the way the story flowed, from even with the acting, the way not customers, the way characters, were introduced. man, it was just like, and I don't get why they picked Kevin Hart for Roland. Don't know why they picked Kate Blanchett as oh my God, what the hell was her name? God dang it, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah.
But I don't know why they picked. Like, I see how they picked Tiny Tina. She looked and she kind of fit that part, you know. It's. I mean, I think she was like the only one that kind of really fit her character, you know. Mm-hmm. But other than that, it was just a bad movie.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to spend a lot of money on it because a lot of the stuff was CGI. I don't know how much of it was practical. I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on. Mm-hmm. You know, it was a lot of stuff going on, and I mean, it was just like all that money, and they could not make a good movie. You know what I mean? I don't know whose fault it would be. I don't know if it's the director's fault, the writers, you know, the actors,
production,
just everything.
Production, director, actors, writer, just the whole.
Right, like nobody. There's nothing that I can think of to say good about the film. You know, and I give stuff a lot of leeway. You know what I mean? I give stuff a lot of leeway, but this was just like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, how and
bad.
why? You know? And I really wanted this to be something. Even though I heard all of the bad reviews on it, I was like, I still was trying to keep an open mind and saying, you know, maybe it's just not for everybody, or maybe, you know, like I was even looking forward to maybe saying something like this, like, as a Borderlands fan, like, yeah, as a Borderlands movie, it wasn't really that good. But if I looked at this movie not knowing anything about Borderlands or anything like that, it was still decent or something, something on that effect. You know, saying that it was still an entertaining movie. I wanted it to at least be entertaining.
Yeah.
Entertaining to the way we felt about the trailer.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. This no.
Nowhere near, like not even a glimpse. I mean, I think we might have chuckled like once, and that was like a hard given chuckle, like
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it was just like that, like, oh man.
Yeah, we gave them our money for a bad movie.
It was, yeah. I mean,
oh my gosh.
I don't even know what to say. I mean, would I recommend this movie? Hell no.
No.
You know, especially if you're a Borderlands fan. But I mean, no. Don't even. I'm not even going to count that. If you're a movie fan,
this is
just not. And there was hardly anybody in the theater.
Hardly.
I think there were maybe 4 other people, but they were together. You know, and they were like a couple of rows up above us.
Yeah, not even worth it.
Nobody came to see this movie. Like nobody. Like literally no one. I don't know what they thought when they did this film. I don't know what was going through their head. I don't know. I wonder if they did like a screening before they even started trying to put this out.
Oh my god!
You know, because if they did a screening of this, I mean, they would have known or something. I don't know.
They
didn't
like, put a screening out then, if that's the case, right? Like nothing at all. Like, and it was not in IMAX. I was perturbed.
No, it was. There was an
IMAX?
Yeah, there was I noticed there was an IMAX.
Really?
Yeah, I did when we got there. Because usually we watch an IMAX, but I'm glad we did not. I'm so glad we didn't. We just watched it in standard. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is a bad movie. You know what? We should start giving ratings, because this rating would be like -0. You know, like if you were giving out like what's 5 stars or something like that, it'd be -2 stars. It was just not a good movie. And that's our take. And like I said, I was really trying to have an open mind. You know, even though the people were saying that it wasn't good, I still tried to think, you know, my expectations went down, but I was still thinking that it might be halfway decent at least, you know. But sometimes they're right, you know.
Yes, sir.
But that's what we thought about Borderlands. It was whack.
It was borderline.
Not even borderline. It was under borderline. It was past the line of bad, of just bad. So if you're interested in still seeing it, I feel sorry for you. And I hate to bash. I hate to bash movies like that, because it's really up to a person's perspective and how they see things. But it's just as a movie, it's just bad. That's all I can say. But if you're interested in seeing it, if you have seen it, let us know down in the comments. Let us know what you thought. And if you're thinking about seeing it, good luck. And then let us know what you thought. But that's our out of the theater reaction of seeing Borderlands today. And that's the bottom line.
That is it.
That is it. But one movie, now I'm like really looking forward to a movie, because after you see like a bad movie, you want to see a good one. A
good movie.
And our next movie that we're going to go see next weekend, I think it comes out next weekend, is Alien Romulus.
Yes.
Can't wait to see that. I'm a big Aliens fan, so I'm hoping for good things. But until then, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell to let you know when we're dropping those gems. Help us on the road to, what are we trying to get to? 25,000. We're getting there. We're halfway there. Help us to get on the road to that. Make sure you subscribe and make sure, and keep up to date, because like I said, we're going to be doing a Funko Pops giveaway real soon, and we'll soon give you the details for that. And until then, peace.